Oh my gosh. I feel so awkward. I feel so awkward. I don't know why. Hey, how's it going? How's life? My name is Sophia. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be doing the Meet the Community tag. This was a tag created by Which Kitten Reads. I will leave a link to her original video down below. And I was also tagged by my favorite stalker. My favorite stalker, Sufficiently Advanced Lena. I will leave a link to both of their videos down below if any of you guys are interested in checking it out. The first question is, what is your name? My name is Sophia. Hi, how are you? Where are you from? I'm from the United States. I was born and raised in Florida, one of the most ratchet states in the United States. But originally, my parents are actually from Haiti. So yeah. Do you have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. But when I was 6 years old, I did have a goldfish named Valentine. Rest in peace. Most binge-worthy Netflix show. So for me, it depends on my mood. If I'm in the mood to laugh, I'm gonna watch The Office because it's just comedy genius in my opinion. But if I'm in the mood to cry, I will actually watch Grey's Anatomy because I don't watch all of the seasons of Grey's Anatomy because at a certain point I was just like, this too much. And they started repeating plot lines. But like I would say like the first 6 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, like it was peak content, peak. It was so good and it made me cry and I loved every single character in that show. But if we're talking about like a Netflix original show, I don't have any that I watch or that I'm interested in watching. Hobbies besides books. Well, my other hobby besides reading is writing. I feel like I say this in passing, but I am an aspiring writer, so I try to write at least 500 words every single day. But other than that, my other hobby is listening to music. I love music. I grew up on music. I grew up on Bob Marley. That was just what my dad was always listening to. And like, I am the type of person that can spend hours and hours and hours just doing absolutely nothing and just listening to the music. Most recently, well, not really recently, it was like late 2017, but I got into K-pop. BTS and GOT7 are my bias groups. I love them. Their music is so good. I'm pretty sure you've heard about BTS, but if you haven't heard about GOT7, check them out. They're so underrated and I love their music so much. While we're on the subject of K-pop, my BTS bias is Jimin because he's like a precious, huggable bean. And then my GOT7 bias is JB, Im Chaebom, because he's a weirdo. Like he's kind of a weirdo and I'm just like, I don't know, it just reminds me of me for some reason. I also like 17, ATEEZ. I recently got into Dreamcatcher. I'm starting to get into Astro, so yeah. Favorite bookish nerdy swag? I don't have any. I don't really buy swag. Like I don't know. I would like to own some bookish swag, but I can never justify buying it in my head. The only thing that comes close, I guess, would be I like to collect different editions of books. Like if I really love a book, I am the type to own 4 different editions of that. I don't know if it counts, but that's my answer. One book series you love but no one talks about. Ooh. I feel like if you've seen my past couple of videos, you'll know the answer to this. For me, that's going to be the monstrous graphic novel by Sana Takeda and Majori Liu. I feel like I talk about this non-stop in all of my videos, so I'm not really gonna go into details. Let's see, if I had to summarize this, let's see. East Asian inspired, fantasy, steampunk. Why haven't you read it? Matriarchal society. Love it. Ooh, so the next question is going to be favorite new booktubers. I don't know. I don't know how to talk about these people without being a weirdo. But for me, okay, so I have a couple that I would like to talk about. Recently, I discovered Tammy from Tammy Tries to Read. She's a really dope booktuber. She's a newbie, just like me. I really like her personality. I think she's really funny. I like the way she talks about book, and like she has like a little hint of sass in some of her videos, and I just really like that. Watching her videos, it feels like talking to a friend. She's very chill, very personable, and I would highly recommend you check out her videos. I also suggest following her on Twitter because, well, for me, she sends me the BTS gifts. Tammy, if you're watching this, the BTS gifts, they give me life, and I thank you for that. The next booktuber I would like to talk about is Thistle and Verse. She has a lot of recommendations that I wouldn't have heard about if I wasn't following her channels, especially by Black authors. So it's getting better, but we still have a long ways to go in terms of diversity and in terms of bringing a spotlight to POC authors, especially within fantasy. I feel like she reads diversely. She also has a lot of Black fantasy author recommendations that I would have never even thought to pick up, so I really appreciate that. She was also one of the very first supporters of my channel, and for that, I really thank her. She's really nice and really sweet, and I suggest you check out her channel. I recommend you check out everybody's channel, to be honest. The next booktuber I have to talk about is going to be Taylor from Made Between the Pages. She was one of the first friends I made here on BookTube. She was really kind, she was really welcoming to me, and it just made me feel, she made me feel really comfortable. Because you know when you film and you upload your first video and you're just like, is anybody gonna watch it? Is anybody gonna like it? And so I really appreciated that. If you're into Japanese culture, I highly recommend you check out her channel because, you know, she does BookTube, and she does, the way she mixes BookTube and Japanese culture together, I think is really dope. The next BookTuber I have to talk about is also going to be Katie from Katie Brightness Reads. Now, I love watching her videos. Her personality is just, she has like a really fun personality. She has a very bright, fun, bubbly personality. And her recommendation videos are really dope. Watching her recommendation videos, I'm just like, Katie, why do you do me like this, Katie? Every time I see her recommendation video, I'm just like, I gotta add all of these books to my TBR now. I have no choice. The final booktuber I have to talk about is going to be my favorite stalker, Sufficiently Advanced Lena. She was also a major supporter of my channel, of my little baby channel, and I really appreciate and love that. I really like Lena's videos because even though we both like fantasy, I feel like she's a lot more knowledgeable and a lot more broader with the fantasy books that she likes. She reads very diversely from different types of fantasies, which is very refreshing to me because I get to see things that maybe I never would have picked up. One example of this is she has a recommendations video where she recommends books from independently published authors. That's not something you see often on BookTube. More often than not, it's about the hottest new releases from the biggest names in fantasy. But I appreciate that she does read diversely in terms of popularity and things like that. So if you're looking for some hidden gems within the fantasy genre, I would highly recommend checking out her channel. I just realized that all of the booktubers I mentioned are adult fantasy booktubers. So like if you're interested in adult fantasy, I highly recommend checking out any of these booktubers I just mentioned. The next thing is to tag people. So I'm going to tag everybody that I just mentioned just now, except for Lena, because she already did the tag. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon with another video. Bye.